Fortnite did something crazy. They gave an exclusive cosmetic to only 15 mysterious players around the world, and now it's the rarest cosmetic in Fortnite history, but it's been forgotten until today. I'm gonna break this down and 15 other things that you forgot existed in Fortnite. I bet you guys don't remember the nuke in Fortnite. Back in season 3 chapter 2, there were little coral buddies on a little island, and you actually could give them materials so that they can start building up a little city. But there was also a mission to drop a nuke. If you followed the mission perfectly, you could actually cause a mini nuclear bomb to go off. I feel like a lot of people either missed out on this or completely forgot about it. Now, Fortnite trailers are a big deal, especially for new skins and collaborations. But what if I told you there was a secret Fortnite trailer that Epic immediately deleted? The Burning Wolf skin came out in the Fortnite crew pack, and as usual, there was a trailer associated with this release, and it came out in a different art style, and there was even a narration, and even teased that Midas was somehow connected to the whole thing. But within minutes of it going live, it was removed, never to be seen again. For some reason, Epic did not want that trailer out there. This one's probably gonna get a lot of you guys, but who remembers tennis balls in Fortnite? Back in season 4, there was an Ant-Man POI, which made you feel like a tiny insect. Everything was larger than life, and they even had giant tennis balls on the POI, and you could bounce on the tennis balls and move them around with you. I managed to actually get a victory royale with one of these tennis balls, keeping it with me the entire match. Who remembers this? And don't lie in the comments. Back in OG Fortnite, kill records were extremely important, and people were trying to break them all the time. Nick Merckx and his squad were posting some early squad kill records, eliminating half the lobby, and Tfue actually held the solo kill record with 29 eliminations. However, these days, people forget that the real solo kill record is actually 48 eliminations, and it happened during the first live event, the rocket launch. Back then, events weren't as polished, and you could get eliminated because they happened in normal games, and there wasn't an event playlist that you queued up into. Well, a bunch of players were built up on top of a sky base, and a player by the name of Elemental Ray saw an opportunity to knock down this sky base that people were using to watch the event. He ended up getting 48 eliminations due to fall damage in one solo game. Now events don't work like that, so getting 48 eliminations in a solo game is pretty much impossible, and I don't think this record will ever be broken. This season, players actually got a surprise extra in the summer update with an indestructible beach ball. It was pretty cool, and if you're an OG, you actually remember the real giant beach ball that dropped during the Splashdown 2019. It was actually way bigger and just as indestructible as the current one. I guess you could say the summer events back then were just larger than life compared to this summer event, but to be fair, there's still a little bit of time left in this season. I'm sure Epic has some surprises left in store. Every player that played back in chapter 1 season 4 remembers the truck in Dusty Depot that had 100,000 hit points. Well, Epic tried to recreate this when they added a gigantic rubber duck to the river in the center of the map. This time it actually had 1 million hit points, and players were quick to hop into playground mode and try to destroy the duck using mounted turrets. After a little bit of time, they broke it only to realize that unlike the truck, which gave you a chest, the duck gave you absolutely nothing. I guess Epic thought it would be a funny little troll. You guys might remember the unvaulting event, but what about the mini event before that unvaulting event? To open up the vaults, there were these floating runes that would appear in game and slowly move towards Loot Lake. They had like 500 million HP. You could stand on top of them, but if you did too much damage to them, it would push you back, similar to the cube. And honestly, I personally forgot about these, but they were such a great way to tease the event, and they should definitely do more stuff like this in the future. This one is forgettable, and you probably didn't even notice they got vaulted. Frogs were actually recently quietly removed from the game. They were here in chapter 2, and they used to drop stink sacks, and you could actually craft them for some stuff. But then once the crafting system got removed, they were pretty much useless. At one point, they started actually dropping meat that you could eat. But I guess for performance reasons, or just because no one really noticed them, Epic removed them from the game. So back in 2019, there were posters around Korea that featured Fortnite characters and the actor Chris Pratt. And people thought it was a leak for a Fortnite movie at first, but eventually people found out that it was an ad campaign to get Korean people to play Fortnite. And Chris Pratt was playing a character that was kind of taunting Korean gamers, trying to get them to play the game. It was honestly very strange and weird, and thank God it was quickly forgotten. And by the way, I want to give a shout out to Crazy FN Moments on Twitter. A lot of these forgotten moments were posted on their Twitter page. Okay, it's easy for people to forget items that weren't that strong, but this one was actually extremely powerful. Very few people remember the exotic snowball launcher, Big Chill. It shot snowballs and gave the ice effect to players who got hit with it, but it didn't do any damage. And when this dropped, people used it for a little bit, but thought it was kind of useless until pro players figured out that this thing was extremely useful in competitive Fortnite matches. And they could shoot it underneath players who are above them, and it would go through builds and give them the ice effect. They could also shoot it down at players beneath them, and they would start sliding around and end up getting eliminated in the storm. It actually won some players some tournaments, but it was only in that season and then never to be seen again. So a lot of people remember the Boogie Down contest where you submitted an emote to be featured into the game. It was really popular and trending on Twitter. So Epic decided to do a replay royale where it was like a short film contest using the replay mode. And what was the grand prize? Well, you got $100, a new monitor, and a 30-minute conversation with Epic Games. Hopefully, Enze, the winner of this competition, made the most use of that conversation. This next item is actually in the game right now, but it's so underused that a lot of people forget about it. The Marksman 6-shooter. The 6-shooter is already really bad when it was in the game since it only did 24 damage, but the exotic version is a little bit different because it has a 4x headshot multiplier. So it can do 96 headshot damage, which honestly makes it not too bad. Maybe I'll try it out for a video on more SypherPK. So here's a moment in Fortnite history I bet a lot of you forgot about. Back in the day, the old battle pass system had battle stars. If you got 10 of them, you'd level up your battle pass. Well, during Fortnitemares 2019, Epic added some more challenges and quests so players can get some additional battle stars. But the problem was, instead of rewarding 35 battle stars, they were actually rewarding 350 battle stars. You would do a quick challenge and then instantly complete 1/3 of the entire battle pass in just one game. Epic quickly fixed this and it became a big meme on socials. And before I reveal the rarest cosmetic, I want to give a shout out to one of the most pivotal days in Fortnite history, week 7 of Fortnite season 4. For the first time ever, we had a secret battle pass skin, the Visitor. And everybody wanted him, but to get him, you had to complete all the quests in week 7, which included searching 7 chests at Risky Reels. And this was honestly one of the craziest days in Fortnite history. 50 to 70 players were all landing at Risky Reels, and it was insane. Crazier than Tilted ever was. I remember dropping here, and if I made it out alive, I pretty much had a 20 bomb guaranteed. And I think Epic learned from that and adjusted future quests to not have the entire lobby land in one spot. All right, and now the forgotten rarest cosmetic in Fortnite history. I made a whole video about the rarest items, but Ashton in the comments actually mentioned that there's something even rarer that I had forgot about. Only 15 accounts in the entire world own it, making it more exclusive than Renegade Raider or even the ultra rare Alpha Tester banner. Almost no one knows this, but Fortnite has been running photography competitions. Epic gives the community a prompt, and people go into replay mode and submit awesome photos and shots showing off their photography skills using the Fortnite replay mode. The winners are then picked by Epic, but up until now, there hasn't really been any prizes until April 1st of this year. While everyone was focused on the April Fools, they quietly announced the Lantern Fest 2022. Part of it was another photo competition, and the winners of this competition, 15 of them, would get a prize. But what did they win? Something that had to do with the Lantern Trials? No. And it's not even anything from Chapter 3. You have to go all the way back to the Battle Pass of Chapter 2, the Cameo skin. This is what they gave out: an emoticon called Cameo Needs Loot. It's honestly really random, but whether you like it or not, only 15 people have it, making it the rarest cosmetic in Fortnite history. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.